Hello everybody and welcome to F1 League Cup Season 3B. Today we're going to be racing around the Circuit of the Americas, the USA Grand Prix, and no one's out on track at the moment, just getting on their wet setups. We see the first person coming out at the moment, and that is, I have no clue who, so we're just going to go through all of it. So that is Wimmerloo, is the first out on track. So I'm not sure about the weather in the race, but I do know that it's an intermediate qualifying session today. I'm not sure how many of these guys would have done an intermediate run, a wet run around here, but we'll have to see as the qualifying session goes on. Hello to everybody watching tonight. We're hoping for a good race, but one thing we do know, if it is a wet qualifying and if it stays wet, we're going to get a, if it is a dry race, people starting on fresh tyres. That's exactly what I meant. So people are starting on fresh tyres for the start of the Grand Prix. So, with that, one thing that we found really hard in Season 3A last night was the tyre wear that the drivers had to conserve because the tyre temperatures were getting way too high around the high-speed corners like turns 18. Let's hope that these drivers tonight have learned from their predecessors last night and will get a good race after this, because I'm expecting a good race from these guys. There's 18 of them tonight, and at the moment we have a clear championship winner in the name of DeLuca. And if we just get down to him, DeLuca, just on his lap at the moment, he was absolutely flying as a reserve last night. I believe he got P2. He finished in front of me, I can tell you that right now. And he set a blistering quality lap. So we're going to go back onto Wimmerloo now, as Fretty is still in the pit, so I can't really talk about him that much. So Wimmerloo is now going to start his lap for the first running of the session. He's going to be setting the first flying lap, going through turn 1 now. You can take quite a wide line because there's a wide exit. Then turn 2 all the way down, so I'm not sure what the last corner of this section is because I'm an idiot. I believe, yes, turn 9 is the last corner of the S section as Wimmerloo negotiates turn 6 and now turn 7. I'm just going to check the standing so we know what we're looking at. I believe there is a 41 point difference between DeLuca and Fretty. DeLuca with the 6 wins, Fretty with the 5. DeLuca 13 podiums, so Fretty's 10 though. Then third by, he's not actually that many points behind than I expected. Goldie's about 60 points behind, and he's in P3. Nick is closing up a lot, and he's got a few races to go yet, as we've got yellows in Sector 2, as Wimmerloo's just going through his lap right now. I'm not sure if it's invalidating that or not, but we're going to turn on some telemetry as Wimmerloo goes through his lap. Going through the final few corners in the last sector, as I now need to put on the circuit guide, as we will see Wimmerloo coming through the final sector now. What can we expect from the runner driver? He will be the guy which will give us a benchmark, and he's lost it out of the final few corners, and that is him going right back into the pits. DeLuca was quite near the that's Verstappen. I believe Verstappen's on a lap at the moment, so he will be the first one to set a lap time. He's going to set himself a 1:47.8. DeLuca is still on a lap. Where is DeLuca, our championship leader? He's coming through, and he's banked off his lap, and I believe that is Nick who's just gone round on a lap. No, that's Dave Hardy. Dave Hardy set a lap of a 1:53.9. Doesn't look like Dave's done much wet practice, but as the session goes on, because obviously, hopefully these drivers will be starting on dry tyres, which means that he can just go around the track and just learn it. Showing how quick Verstappen is. Everyone's getting around 1:50s, while he's out there getting a 1:47.8. A great lap actually by the Dutchman. But DeLuca needs to show that he has the potential to win here, going through turn 8 now. He needs to do well here. I can tell that right now. 4-3. Going through turn 10 now towards turn 11. I believe it's a 28 lap race tonight. Yeah, 28 lap race with a circuit length of 5.5 kilometers. With a race distance tonight going to be around 154 kilometers. Going into turn 12 now at the Austin, Texas circuit. We don't really see the weather like this in a place like this, a place where you see many deserts. But today we're seeing a lot of rain as Dave Hardy hopefully gets out of the way of DeLuca. DeLuca, our championship leader by 41 points. Can he increase that lead tonight? Can he have one hand on that trophy tonight? Going through turn 18 to turn 19 now, going towards the final corner. Dave Hardy really needs to get out of the way, and he does. And DeLuca, will he go and set pole? It looks quick on the timing screens. He's going to set 46.0. That's over that's 1.8 seconds ahead of anyone else. That is a ridiculous time from him. Fretty's still in the pits. Yeah, that's Fretty still in the pits. One person we need to welcome back though tonight is Carp Crew. I believe he was in season 1 at one point, and we need to welcome him back tonight for the rest of season 3B. We have to have a look at his pace. I haven't really seen his pace, so we'll have to see during the session. What car number is he running? He's running the number 99 tonight. Is the Mercedes driver. Just lifting a lot there, but this looks like quite a competitive lap time. 10 seconds to beat DeLuca's lap. I don't think he's going to do it. Philip Hoxton's joined. Didn't even know that he was reserving, but he is. Carp Crew, what lap time can he get? Going through the final corner now, he's going to get himself about a 1 minute 48.6, and that gets him into P4, showing how far the field is apart with Philip. The good old Philip, 9 seconds off anything as Lord Elephant, as I just see him in the corner of my eye, goes and sets a 147.8, which gets him. Oh, that's a Ferrari off. Is that Jazzy? That is Jazzy off. Oh dear, right. That turn one's not gone well. I think he's on his outlap. Yeah, he's on his outlap, so it doesn't really matter. But that's not a way to start your time around. And he looks, yeah, he's got front wing damage as well, so he's going to have to go straight back into the pits with that. One person who we need to see a good lap from is DeLuca. Just goes even quicker. He sets a 45.2, 8 tenths quicker than his lap time before. He's just showing immense pace around here tonight. 2 seconds faster than anyone. Nick at the moment is still in the pits. He's hoping for good things around here. Fretty's on his outlap. I'm not sure if the the weather is going to get any better, but we sure hope it does as he goes into turn 11 as Philip Hoxton leaves the session once again. Jazzy will be, Jazzy and Fretty will be hoping for good runs tonight, as both of them didn't get any points in the last round, as they both had, I believe, a lap 1 collisions at Suzuka. One person that we haven't seen really much of recently at the top has been Oppenkonen. He's up in P5 at the moment, and everyone's lap times are seeming to come down a lot. Like Wesley's just gone and set himself a 46.9, which is a good lap from him, and he's going quicker. He's just got 1.7 seconds quicker, which could show that the track is evolving. One other person that we need to mention tonight is this is Short, actually. This is Short's brother going around. I'm not sure if he will if he does finish, get his points, but well done to you. Oh dear, as I say that, he almost loses it, but it looks like he's got pretty good car control, does the brother of Short, but he does go into the pits. He's not happy with that lap time, and he'll go straight back into the services. Fretty's gone right back into the pits as well. Wimmerly's on an outlap, and Viestra's already retired from the session. Viestra obviously binning it somewhere, as we still see Nick in the pits. like me yesterday, the Toro Rosso just not coming out of the pits whatsoever. De Luca's now coming to the pits. Goldie is in P3, a good lap from him at 47.2. And that is, who's just set a lap time? Who's that? Was that Jazzy? Yeah, that's Jazzy. Just set at 48.4 as Philip Hodgson once again joins the session. So Jazzy at the moment setting a 1 minute 48.4. That's I don't know if he has front wing damage or not, but I will check if there is any comments, because I saw this with Hugo's stream last night that his comments were not coming through. Verstappen for 147.8. He'll be wanting to improve. He's on the lap right now, going through turn 18, coming towards turn 19. What can we expect from him? We've seen him right at the front of many races. He was P2, I believe, in Suzuka off the start. Let's see what he can get. What can the Dutchman get? This is looking like a pretty good lap time, and he's got pole. He's beaten De Luca to pole by 0.2 of a second. This really shows how the track is evolving. The rain does look lighter than it was at the start of the session, but he's just gone 0.2 quicker than the championship leader, Verstappen, bringing on a late championship fight. Kind of aiding Fretti here as he's on his outlap at the moment is Fretti. Oh no, is he? Yeah, he's on his outlap, my mistake. And Woomaloo, we'll just keep an eye on him as he hasn't set a lap time yet, going into turn 12. Braking now towards turn 12, he goes into the section that I hate, and apparently he hates as well. He absolutely hates the circuit, but the Renault's not looking too good at the moment in P15 and P16. One will obviously be at the back of the grid with Philip Hodgson if he does stay around for the session. So Woomaloo now coming through at turns 16, 17 and 18, the last king of this corner now, turn 18 that is. Turn 19 is soon to follow. He's looking like just a cautious lap time from the Dutchman here. What can he get? He's going through the final corner now, turn 20. This is looking like about a 148 maybe. My mistake, a 146.9. Excuse me there, but he's gone P5. A pretty good lap time from him, but a second of Wesley in front of him, and 0.3 clear of Goldie behind him. So it looks like the 146 region will be where we expect most people to get to in the session. Woomaloo set the benchmark for the people who we usually see around the midfield, because we always see both Renaults around the midfield. So that'll be your midfield pace really, a 146.9. We're expecting maybe the top runners going to the 144s as the rain is getting nicer. We do have yellows in sector 2, most probably just people getting out of the way. Dave Hardy is on a lap at the moment, and he's just gone way too deep into turn 1. That's composite going out the way. Mike has a fatty just behind Dave actually, and it looks like a bit of a traffic jam here, and that was a bit of a that was a bit weird. But Short's brother is now on a lap once again, so we'll have to have a look at this process with 4 minutes to go in this qualifying session. The championship runner-up at the moment, if things stay as they are, the rival to De Luca in the championship, Fretti. He hasn't even set his lap yet. He's got 3 minutes 37 left, so it should be a good lap. And if he does invalidate this lap, he has probably 2 more goes to set a lap, so he's absolutely fine. We're just going to have to keep an eye on him, as Nick is also out, I believe, on his first flying lap. Woomaloo, not going to be doing any more in this session. He's going to be P5 at the highest, but Fretti now, he's got 20 seconds to beat Verstappen's lap time of a 145.0. It looks like he's almost drifting through that corner there, and it looks like he's let off his lap and ready for another one yet to come. So Fretti has got 2 more tries of a lap. Nick is on a lap at the moment, and I'm just going to have a look. I believe Jumper Liner's gone quicker. He's got a 45.7. Excuse me for that. That was my computer, just being an absolute idiot as usual. Wesley's on an outlap, and Verstappen He's also on an out lap. I'm not sure if DeLuca's going to get on one, but he does need to get out quickly if he does. That's Verstappen out. But where is... I believe DeLuca's actually coming out right now, actually. Yeah, DeLuca's out. Wesley down in P4 at the moment. Oh, who's that? That's John Polina coming out of the pits. And DeLuca there as well with 2 minutes 18 left of the session. He'll probably have about 30 seconds left in the session when he is finished. I'm just going to put on the stream just in case there are some comments that I haven't seen, and that's some more notifications going through on my computer because I am an idiot. I'm just going to check if there has been any comments. If so, wait, let's just have a look if there is any comments. I believe no comments. Great, but I'm just going to keep it up there so I don't have to keep checking. So we now see DeLuca just on his out lap at the moment. Verstappen, this does look like very, very lightweight now. We're expecting definitely some 44s here on these. We're expecting maybe a 43 if someone absolutely gets a lap perfect. We've got 1 minute 18 left in the session. Nick's actually gone and set a 1:46.8. Fretty is the only person not to complete a lap. Nick is going quicker, but Fretty, he's binned his lap again. This is not what the championship rival will be wanting. He sees this is not good for Fretty whatsoever. He's got a McLaren behind him of John Polina, I do believe, but this is not looking good for Fretty at all. We cannot get a lap together. This is not looking convincing for the Ferrari driver. He needs to start going somewhere very quickly. This has got to be a good lap from him, otherwise he is bang out. He is done. But it doesn't look like Dave Hardy's actually going to finish this lap, and Verstappen is not going to improve and retire from the Grand Prix. Oh, and that's composite over to the side, I do believe. But that's DeLuca. Oh, and many people are now retiring, probably pushing the limits. Fretty's retired. Fretty will be starting last in this Grand Prix. That is something. Could that be the blow that he would not want? This is. I don't even know what to say. Fretty, the championship rival, he needed to gain points, and he's lost them. He's absolutely lost them and lost any opportunity. As we see DeLuca coming through our screens now. Goldie says a 47.2. He does go quicker, but it was invalidated. Carb Crew coming through the final sector now. John Polinen is behind. Wesley just coming through. Nick is behind. Carb Crew, Lord Elephant, who's the first through the lap. Opokonum's just gone and set 48.0. Philip will not improve on his lap time composite. Neither will he. So it's just a front runners really. DeLuca will be the first, I do believe. Yeah, he will be. As DRS is now enabled, which really shows that these tyres are really not suitable for the conditions, even though it is still raining on my screen. DeLuca, what will he be able to do? Coming through turn 18 now. Turn 19, I do excuse myself. Turn 20 is to follow. DeLuca 96. Can he grab pole away from Verstappen? It looks quick. And he's got pole by less than 2/200ths of a second. Can John Polina do anything? No, he cannot. Wesley still on his lap. That may have been invalidated there. Nick still has something to say though. But DeLuca has got pole. The championship leader is on pole position at the moment. Wesley's not going to do anything. He's retired. And that is not what I want on my phone. And Nick is now coming through. And he's gone wide. He's gone wide. Is that going to really prohibit his lap time here? He comes through the final few corners now. This doesn't look ridiculously quick. And Nick will not set pole. And the only person that can, 2 people that can go quicker, I believe, is, who can go quicker? Can anyone go quicker? It's just Philip and Composite. Philip's off to the side and Composite is not improving. So, big headlines tonight. Fretty is starting last and DeLuca is on pole. We now wait to see Composite come round on his 2 minute. Looks like he's out of fuel. Yeah, he's out of fuel. And he's gone now. But that is the big thing tonight. Fretty has not set a lap time. Not firming myself yet. Should be a dry race apparently, but Fretty, he's starting last. So anyway, De Luca is on pole. Verstappen is second by under 0.02 of a second. John Polainen takes P3. Wesley takes P4. Nick takes P5. Wumelu is 6th. That is a good quality from the Dutchman. P7 is Goldie. P8 is Carp Crew. Good return for him. P9 is Short's brother. P10 is Lord Elephant. P11 is Oppiconum. P12 is Philip. P13 is Jazzy. P14 is Composite. And I believe that was Dave Hardy. And then some others as well. And Fretty apparently invalidated this and next lap for letting people through in Sector 2. That's happened to me before. And that screwed over his entire race. Well, entire quality. We'll be looking for a last to first. But everyone has a choice of tyres today. There's no people who most probably will be starting on the Ultras. Everyone will be most probably doing the Supers to the soft compound tyres. As I'm now going to bring up on my my laptop the track layout, and I will be right back. So De Luca actually getting a pretty good start off the grid, but we don't expect the same amount of space. He's already 1.2 seconds ahead of Verstappen, but it looks like recently Verstappen has had a change of form, only just losing out to De Luca there. So this could be a real change of form for him. P3 is John Polainen. P4 is Wesley. P5 is Nick. P6 is Wumelu. P7 is Goldie. P8 is Carpku. P9 is Short. P10 is Lord Elephant. P11 is Oppiconum. 12th goes to Philip. 13th is Jazzy. 14th is Composite. 15th is Dave Hardy. 16th is Mike Azafati. 17th is Veenstra. 18th. Oh, and Philip's left for session again. Oh dear, no. And P18 is Fretty. He's not liking that whatsoever. And P19, the reserve for tonight is Philip Hogston. Let's just quickly have a look at tyres everyone's on, because obviously we could see a different change of tyres. So only 2 people are actually opting for the softs, and that would be Jazzy and also so Jazzy. Oh dear, what the heck's happened there? Jazzy's just, don't know what he's doing, but something's happened there. Jazzy and Goldie, the only people who are opting for the soft, so they'll go further into the race, but we'll expect to have worse starts. So it's the US Grand Prix. The last person to go on the grid will be Philip, but De Luca is now getting ready to start this Grand Prix. He'll be wanting a lot tonight. This could be the sealant of his championship. He was very quick in 3A last night as a reserve, his warm-up race, but Fretty was also very quick. But it's all about tonight. This is literally for the title. It's not mathematically impossible for Fretty, but if he does not get good points tonight, this will be him literally over and done with. Anyway then, here we go. De Luca. 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and it's lights out, and away we go for the F1 League Cup Season 3B Round 18 at Kota. Looks like a good start from De Luca, and P2 looks like Verstappen's at the moment, but Wesley's there, and Wesley's got P2 from Verstappen. P3 is Verstappen. P4 goes to John Poline at the moment. Nick is P5. Woomaloo P6. Short P7. Goldie going down positions in P8. Carp Crew is P9 at the moment. Oppenkodum is in P10. There's a move between Woomaloo and Short up ahead. Short trying to go on the inside of Woomaloo. That's a risky move. Going side by side through a corner, which is turning right, and you're on the inside. But Short is looking very feisty today with Woomaloo. It's not obviously Short. This is Short's little brother. I believe it's a little brother. I don't want to say it's his older brother and say, I'm just going to say brother for now. But Short has got past Woomaloo for P6 in this Grand Prix. Woomaloo is P7. Goldie is P8. Doesn't look like anyone's had some ridiculously bad starts. Everyone looks clean at the start here. And John Polainen has been overtaken by Nick as well. And I really need to go to the intervals as many people are making moves. Fretty is up so many positions. Fretty is going through the field like they're not even there. P18 to P9 within 2 sectors of a lap. This is ridiculous. He needs to get those positions up quick, and it really shows how he is the championship rival. We have yellows in sector 3. That's, oh dear, that's Vistra. That is, oh dear, oh no, that's Oppenkodum. I'm not sure Philip. I think Philip was also involved in that. However, look, he does not peel into the pits, but that is Oppenkodum and Vistra in an incident going through turn 17 there. Mike Azafati has got a 5-second stop-go penalty, which most probably could be removed, ignoring yellow flags apparently, but we'll have to look and see. But DeLuca, like Simsy in 3A, is already dominating 1.8 seconds ahead of Verstappen. Wesley keeping him honest in at P3. Nick is in P4. He's been wanting to get another podium tonight. John Polainen is in P5 at the moment, signed up to GP1 Esports. What can he do in P5 at the moment? P6 is Short's Short's brother, not little brother, I'm not going to say that. P7 is Woomaloo at the moment. DRS is not active, so it's all the facts of slipstream at the moment in these first few laps. Goldie is holding on in P8, 1.4 seconds ahead of Fretty 52. Oh dear, that's Lord Elephant trying to go down the outside there of Fretty, and it almost worked for the oh dear, for the Dutchman. Dutchman's got past Fretty there. Looked like it may have been a bit of decent, as Fretty did run a bit wide there, but he's gone right down the inside once again, and Lord Elephant will have to yield, and he is off the track at the moment. Fretty holding on to that position. Philip has joined, and he's on the Ultrasoft compound tyres apparently, so that's going to be fun for him. Lord Elephant in PE10 as DeLuca does set another fast lap of the Grand Prix. Carp Crew at the moment has lost net positions, but Mike Azafati is right on the back of Dave Hardy. I know they're both in the party. Will there be a bit of friendly orders coming along here? We'll have to wait and see, but Mike Azafati looks like he's just going to stay behind. Oh, he tries to make a little dive up Dave Hardy's inside. That sounded very weird there, but it's not. Oh, and Short's been overtaken by Woomaloo. Oh, it looks like Short's gone off somewhere, and Woomaloo has just benefited from that as Phillips again left the session. Short already looking like his tyres are losing a bit of, well, not losing, gaining a lot of heat there, as Fretty's right on the back of Goldie now, as Lord Elephant goes very deep into turn 11. Lord Elephant has now got the DRS on the back of Fretty, but Fretty's only 4 attempts behind Goldie. Will we see anything there? And it is his little brother. It's Short's little brother. Good. It is Short's little brother, and I'm gonna say that he's 14. He's literally like half of the grid here. Like Lord Elephant, I believe he is 14 as well, so I'd expect a little battle there. You can literally see the other 14-year-old in front of him. We've got 12 viewers at the moment. Thank you for tuning in. Lord Elephant now just holding on for now, but Fretty is only 4 tenths behind Goldie. P3 in the championship, he is the Williams driver. He's got the DRS on, and Philip has joined once again. He's got the DRS on Goldie, but he's not going to be able to convert it into a position at the moment. But John Polainen and Nick have exchanged positions out of turn 1. Nick has lost a position there, but he's still right on the back of Jumper. But you know through sector 1 that the dirty air plays a big part because of the downforce, and Mike Azafati, in the meantime, has also got Poss, and that is Carp. No, that's Short. Short's lost it. Short's little brother has lost the car. It looks like, as I expected, tyre attempts look like they're going too high at the moment, and that's him down into P11 at the moment. But it looks like, has he got front wing damage? He does have front wing damage, and he'll have to let Mike Azafati through there. And Composite tries to go down the outside of both of them. Composite makes that move. That's a great move from him, as Dave Hardy goes down a position as well. Dave Hardy getting squeezed out there, and we see a lot of positions with Fretty and Goldie exchanging, and also Nick and Jompalainen trying to exchange as well. Fretty and Goldie so close to each other, going down. Oh, that's a good move by Fretty down into turn 16, but he's not got that position at the moment as Goldie does the switch back on the driver. Oh, looks like Dave Hardy's had a little bit of an accident. Has he got front wing damage? It looks like he may have a bit of front wing damage. Yeah, on the right end plate, it looks like he must have had contact with Short. Yeah, he's definitely got front wing damage, just Dave Hardy, but it doesn't really matter. I believe lap 5 could... Oh dear, that's going to be close. But I think they can go to the end of the Grand Prix, as we see Short going very wide there. Dave Hardy comes into pits as well as Short's brother. Oh, he does hit the barrier a bit more there. But Goldie and Fretty's finally got past P3 in the championship, which is Goldie. Goldie on softer, no, harder tyres. Fretty picks up a 3-second time penalty. But at the moment, Fretty just needs to keep on going. He's 2.9 seconds behind Woomaloo. Woomaloo, even though saying he hated this track, it looks like, oh dear, Jompalainen has seemed to dive bomb Wesley. I'm not going to say dive bomb really, because we don't know, but it looks like Wesley has been overtaken by Jompalainen. Wesley may go for it back, going down the inside of turn 12, but he's gonna have to yield that position at the moment. Nick right on the back of Wesley. He's gone down the inside into turn 13. It's going to be side by side through turn 14 into turn 15 and 16. And Wesley will keep that position for now. Good defending from the Dutchman. Nick wants to get past as soon as possible. The ILR1 driver, as a reserve, will be wanting to get past. But that is Lord Elephant right at the back of Goldie as well. This race is looking very exciting at the moment, with so many people making good overtakes, and there's been good racing tonight, with Fretty actually losing time to Woomaloo there. Woomaloo still right on the back of Nick. He does have the DRS on Nick. He's maybe going for a move down the inside, but he looks like he's going for it. It's turn 1. They're going to be going side by side. Oh, there's been contact. Woomaloo's round. Woomaloo is round. He's lost his front wing, and that is him surely again out of contention. He tries to go down the inside there, and I'm just going to review that myself on my phone, as I think I should. But let's have a look. So looks like Woomaloo may have gone out a bit too far there, but Woomaloo has lost a bag of time. So Woomaloo went down the inside and he didn't turn enough. Nick left his line and Woomaloo just didn't turn enough. They needed to, but Short and Jazzy are exchanging positions as well, so Woomaloo will most probably get caught down in this little heap of mess, which is the back of the grid with Jazzy still in the Grand Prix, as he does get a 3-second time penalty. Dave Hardy, as I say, Jazzy almost crashes, and off the Conan just on his own at the moment, but we will see him later into the race get involved. But Composite and Mike Azafati exchanging positions down into turn 12. Mike Azafati gets past, but there's so many people in such close battles. But Jompalainen has got away from Wesley, so Nick, if he wants to get anywhere near that podium, will need to get past Wesley as soon as possible. It looks like a diving move down the inside, excuse me, but Nick does look like he's going to repeat the move. Now Woomaloo tried to win, but there's going to be no crash this time. They're going to be side by side through turn 2 into turn 3. Nick has got the inside line. Oh, he's had to yield, has Wesley, and he's got a 3-second time penalty from it. I'm not sure if he could debate that or not, but Woomaloo is finally in the pits. But where will he come out? He's had a front wing change, and that's not the best for him whatsoever. But Philip has crossed the line on his Ultra Softs. They'll definitely have to be worn soon. But will Wimmerloo get out ahead of Short's little brother? Wimmerloo now coming out, and it'll be a little fight here between them. And I believe, oh, that's going to be very close. It's going to be side by side down into turn 1, and Wimmerloo has got that position for now. But Short's little brother has the switchback on younger Ty. Oh dear, there's been contact once again between Wimmerloo and another driver. Short this time. Short's little brother tried to go and do a switchback, and it did not work. Oh, there's been yellow flags. That's most probably Goldie. No, it's not. I don't know who that's for, but someone has lost a bag of time as Goldie's still right on the back of Lord Elephant. Goldie's tyres may be coming into their own quite soon. We know those super softs can last about double their life at the moment. We know they can go quite far. But one thing that I have seen is that DeLuca isn't really running away with this. I was expecting him to get much further away, but he's not. As Short's little brother does get past Wimmerloo, as he's going to be side by side down into turn 12. Short's little brother will get past him, and that is a move for him. Composite though, right on the back of Mike Azafati. Mike Azafati is still the best name in the world, even though he does not own a cat. Jumper Linen in the P3, he's right on the back of Verstappen. We've got yellow to sector 1 and sector 2. That's the Lord Elephant round. Lord Elephant has gone side by side with Goldie, and that has not worked out well at all. But he's got front wing damage. He's gone into the wall there, and that's Lord Elephant now going to be fighting with the likes of Wimmerloo down at the bottom of the grid. But Wesley and Fretty has gained some more time. Is now on the back of Wesley. Almost a bit of desync may have happened there, but Fretty's now side by side with Wesley, and it looks like a move for Fretty down into turn 12. A good move from him. Just a DRS overtake, as you usually do see. Wesley just trying to hold on as much as possible. Wimmerloo though, right on the back of Short's little brother. I expect this battle to go on for quite a long time, but he's now going to have the DRS on Short's little brother. This is probably not the best angle in the world, but we're going to have to deal with it. Oh, there you go, that's a good angle. Well, Wimmerloo, he's going to pull out. Wimmerloo's going to go down the inside, and that's one thing to see, isn't it? Philip ahead of people, and not only that, he's at P13. He's not last. There's 18 runners, and it's P13 at the moment. Oh dear, that's Jazzy going. Oh dear, right. Is Opakonim in this? Or no, it's just Jazzy and Dave Hardy in a little battle there. As there's so many position changes, two people are coming into the pits. Wesley looking like his super softs did not last long at all. Lord Elephant comes into the pits with a full-on taken off front wing. But where will he come out? He's going to come out, I have no clue actually, probably behind Philip. But I don't know how Philip's tyres have already lasted 6 laps on the Ultra Softs, but yeah, we're just going to deal with that. But one thing that we have really seen is that Fretty has made up so much ground on the likes of Nick and stuff. Like, this is ridiculous from him. He's gained pace, and he's also gained positions. He's gone up 13 positions in this Grand Prix, and you got to really say that he could be driver of the day here. Short has lost it once again, trying to fight Philip, I do believe, and I'm not sure if that was Philip's fault or his fault, but one of them was at fault there, as Short is round. Don't know if that's tyre temps or not, because he's only had those super softs on for 4 laps. We don't expect any tyre problems with 4 laps, unless it is the Hypers at Singapore, obviously. But Fretty is right on the back of Nick now. He's closing up so much to him, as we see Verstappen, one of the front runners, is going to be the first one into the pits. We know those softs can go to the end of the race, and he is out of the pits. Thank goodness he didn't get stuck in the pits there. So, where will Verstappen come out? Verstappen will come out. Where am I looking? Where am I looking at the moment? I'm looking at Mike Azafati. So, that is Verstappen. He'll come out 8 seconds behind Goldie. He hasn't lost many positions there, so he's still in P6. And that is Wesley and Philip. If I can get to them, I'm really bad at changing position, but Wesley has got past Philip down the main straight. There's so many moves happening in this race, and hopefully after 10 laps everything's calming down, but no, it isn't. Fretty has got past Nick, and Fretty's now going to storm off as far as he can into that distance. Fretty gone up 15 positions now into P3 in this Grand Prix, but Nick is coming back very quickly, and he will not have that move at the moment. We'll have some telemetry on just to see what he's in. He is in mode numero 0. Maybe he's pitting at the end of this lap, we don't know, but Verstappen will be looking for the undercut. As we know, the softs can go 18 laps around here, as I demonstrated it yesterday. But it looks like Nick's tyres are getting to the factor of, yes, they're pretty old. Is he going to come into this? He's not going to come into the pits. This is around the pit window for the top guys, as De Luca is only 1.6 seconds ahead of John Polainen. This is not straightforward for De Luca whatsoever, as Lord Elephant, on his 1 lap old softs, has got past Nick down into turn 12. There's too many people to keep an eye on as Carp Crew comes into the pits, and Phillips run very deep into turn 13, but Carp Crew pits for his first pit stop of the season, and out he goes with no damage, and he's just going to come out as normal. Carefree race for the Englishman, I believe it is, but I'm not going to say anything. For the Mercedes driver, I'm going to say, as he comes out just ahead of Wimmerloo. Wimmerloo's actually got some pretty good pace here today. But will Wimmerloo's tyres last the distance? He put those tyres on lap 7 as Philip Hogson's also come into the pits and is out, and he will come out in last position. Nick is right on the back of Fretty once again. We know that those tyres are getting old, so we'll have to see through the next few laps who will be the first to pit. We know that Verstappen is only 8 seconds behind these guys as Dave Hardy picks up a penalty. Short's little brother finds his way past Philip, showing how Philip's tyres are really going off here. I'm not really sure what tyres Philip's on really. It says old softs, but it says super softs on the screen, but whatever. He'll definitely have to pit very soon, and Jeff will be saying that as well. But he's trying to go down the inside of Short's little brother, but that's not going to happen, as Wimbledon and Carp Crew are exchanging positions down in turn 12. Going to turn 13 now, and Wimbledon has got that position as Nick and Fretty both pit. Nick will be coming to the pits, and it looks like Fretty has got past Nick as expected. They're very close to each other and will come out. Will they come out ahead of Wesley? It's going to be really close actually. Wesley has got past Nick, but he's not got past Fretty. He may do the switcheroonie move, and he's got really side by side with Fretty almost. Yes, he has. 2 Ferrari powered cars, and he's had to yield for that position. Fretty now in P5. He's definitely run over the curb there as Wesley, but he has got that position for now as Lord Elephant obviously getting past Mike Cat as a fatty because he is in the pit lane. Wesley only 2 tenths behind, and Nick is only 3 further tenths behind. There's 5 tenths separating from 5th to 7th on this grid today. Fretty taking P5, and Wesley is looking for the move on the Ferrari driver, about to destroy his party. Oh dear, that could have been a big accident there. And Nick, oh not Nick, sorry, Wesley has got past Fretty, and Nick is right there behind, ready to poach any single position he can get. Nick now going to try down the inside into turn 16, and there's going to be no move there, but Jazzy and Oppenheim exchanging positions as well. We knew Oppenheim had a pretty good qualifying, but it's just not been his race today. I believe he did have a lap 1 crash with Veenstra going through turn 17s and 18, but Jazzy's trying to go down the inside of Philip, but that's not going to work. Philip's gone wide though, and Jazzy's taken that position off Philip for now. Philip's going to try down the inside, and he's got that position, but Jazzy's got the switchback, and Jazzy's actually looking like he's got good racecraft tonight. And Phillips lost a ton of positions there, and that is also Composite coming into the pits. Composite out of the pits as Wesley picks up a 3-second time penalty. De Luca has come out 2 seconds ahead of Verstappen, so there was no undercut there. But he can see him. He's actually only not 2 seconds. Sorry, I do apologise myself. He's under a second, but he is on 3-lap older tyres. Is the Dutchman? But I'm not sure if that does make much of difference. But he is only 1 second off the lead of this Grand Prix. Fretti is right on the back of Wesley. Going down the outside is Fretti. Oh, Wesley's covered off the inside pretty well. And Nick's going to try out the inside. That's a great move by Nick. He's poached a move, as I literally said. And that is Nick trying to make that position, going down into turn 16. And Fretti's covered off the inside. Wesley's gone wide. Wesley's gone very wide through there. And Wesley will actually get the switch back on Nick. Nick will be absolutely fuming inside that cockpit at the moment. Oberkonam and Jazzy switching positions as well. But Jazzy does not have DRS down into turn 12. So Oberkonam looks like that's a done deal for him as Goldie now comes out of the pits. Oh no, it doesn't look like he's come out of the pits. I do excuse myself. He's been overtaken by De Luca. This could really harm Verstappen here a lot. But I hope, because he's going to get stuck behind him through the S section. Fretti's got past Wesley down the main straight. Down into turn 1 as well. There's just so many battles today. I'm sorry if I didn't catch it all, but see again. Look at that. Another battle as we got yellows in sector 3. Who's that for? Is that for Jazzy? Not sure who that's for, but Philip somehow still going on 10 up old ultras. That can't be right. They must be super soft tyres, like showing on the car. He's coming to the pits now after 10 laps on them. And Philip is at the back of the grid. Verstappen has got past Goldie for P2. That needed to be done for him to have any chance of winning in this Grand Prix. Dave Hardy is also right on the back of Philip Hogston. They're going side by side through turn 2, turn 3, and he will have to yield, will Dave Hardy, to let Philip Hogston through in this Grand Prix. Everyone just very close to each other in this Grand Prix, with Nick right on the back actually of Wesley and Fretti. Still, this looks like a battle that could be endured through the whole entire Grand Prix. So at the moment, excuse me, Fretti is in a net P4. That is ridiculous from starting down in P18. But he will be losing. He'll be losing, if my maths is correct, 13 points. So he'll get up to 54 points with 3 races to go. That's almost mathematically impossible. But De Luca will just be holding on, and that's a gap and a half. Verstappen looks like he's got caught up behind Goldie or something, because he's lost 3 seconds to De Luca. Whatever's happened, it's not good whatsoever for the Dutch driver. Looks like he's on a pad. Look, short of a does pit once again. Carp Crew has got a 3-second time penalty. Is Verstappen on a wheel or a pad? I believe. Let's have a look at his movement. It does look like a pad movement, but we'll have to ask him after the race if he is on the podium, and if I do remember. So that's a move between Nick. Oh dear, there's contact. I got it at the perfect moment there. Wesley has gone into the back of Nick there and has lost a bit of front wing end plate, and that's probably lost him at P7, but Woomler is 15 seconds behind. So most probably, as 2 people pick up 3-second time penalties. Do I smell some spaghetti and chips, says Aaron. Aaron, you definitely do smell some spaghetti and chips. 100% through there. As Nick picks up a 3-second time penalty. John Polainen only 1/10 behind Verstappen. It looks like Verstappen has not had a good. He's just losing time. Is this? Oh, his soft's just dying off as he's got a 3-second time penalty. He must have some kind of damage as he goes over the hill. I can't see any visible damage, but he must have some. He's losing so much pace. He was right on the back, and it looks like this could be the start of the jumper line, start of the jumper line P2 here, as Verstappen is just losing and losing some more. And it looks like this will be an easy move for the GP1 driver of jumper Linen, and that's him right up the inside, the number 13 McLaren. Lovely helicopter shot there, as Verstappen does go a bit wide. Not sure about any front wing damage, but Verstappen's looking very feisty to get that position back, but it's not happening at the moment. Jumper Linen has kept that position as we keep along with the helicopter cam through turns 17 and 18 now, turn 19 soon to follow, and that is Verstappen only 5/10 behind, but he has lost the position in that process. Everyone now starting to spread out, so that means I can actually watch some battles. For example, Nick and Ferretti, there's only 1.5 seconds between them, but Ferretti is looking very feisty as Goldie pits now, so he's going to have 12 laps on those super soft compound tyres. Where would he come out though? Will the Williams driver? Wesley does come into the pits as well with his front wing damage. He couldn't cope with it, so Wimmerloo will be promoted up into P7 in this Grand Prix. That is great progress from the Renault driver. Behind him is the boy of Carp Crew. He's had a good return. He's going to get himself some 4 points at the moment. But let's go have a look at some penalties. De Luca has one warning this entire Grand Prix. Jumper Linen has not got a penalty. Verstappen has one penalty. Verstappen's got a penalty. Fretty's got he's got one penalty as well. Nick's got the one penalty, and Goldie has got the one penalty as well. So it looks like the battle will be decided on track rather than on penalties, because everyone's got the same amount really in their respective groups. As Verstappen is just going off the pace and more. He's 11 seconds ahead of Fretty, but this must be some cause of concern here. If I was Verstappen right now, I'd come into the pits. We've got 10 laps left. I'll go onto a super soft compound tyres, because we know that the super softs are still quite quick, and go finish his race on the super softs. Fretty 11.2 seconds, and just behind him is Nick, who is 1.5 seconds behind him. Lord Elephant has closed up right to the back of Carp Crew. There's only 5/10 separating them, going down towards lap 18 for them, as the leader has already started lap 18. So what can Lord Elephant do? He's just going to wait in behind at the moment is Lord Elephant. P10 at the moment is Wesley. So we're now going to have a little intermission. We're going to ride on board with Lord Elephant for now, but let's have a look at the position change. How do I find that? I find that using this little graphic. So let's go through. So De Luca 4.6 seconds ahead of anyone at the moment. He has not gained or lost a position, as he did start pole, and he at the moment is dominating the field. P2 at the moment is Jumper Linen. Jumper Linen just holding on for that second place at the moment. Third, and he's up one position. Verstappen, he does look like he's got some kind of front wing damage. He's just losing so much time to the people in front. He's 3.2 seconds ahead, and he's lost a position. Up 14 places. Nick behind goes very wide. Is 35-52, whatever you want to call him, but he is up into P4. Nick is in P5. He has not gained or lost a position. Goldie up one position in P6. Woomaloo down a position in P7, but he did have a crash early on, so that's a great recovery from him. Carp Crew in P8 started where he's finished at the moment if nothing does change. So Lord Elephant though will want to change that as soon as possible. Down the main straight he goes, and that looks like a position, 2 positions now gained for Lord Elephant going down into turn 1. and that is him up into P8 and Carp Crew down into P9. He's now lost a net of one position. One person who's lost a lot of positions in this Grand Prix is Wesley. Wesley's lost 6 as he had contact with the back of Nick as he's picked up another 3-second time penalty through the S section. This is Mike Azafati. He's gone up 5 positions. A good race for him so far, just on his own at the moment. P12 is competent. He's gone up the 2 positions. P13 is Philip Hodgson, the reserve, gone up from P19 to P6. A very quiet race for him. Short's little brother, he would be wanting more, but he's been involved in 2 incidents which has lost him many positions. Opconum being involved in a lap 1 crash, Dave Hardy involved in the crash. I'm not sure if Jazzy has been or not, and Philip down in last, and it's just been overlapped by DeLuca right now. But one thing that we have seen is John Polainen is now closing into DeLuca's path. So if DeLuca does pick up a 3-second time penalty and John Polainen does not, then this could bring John Polainen into the win of this Grand Prix. I believe he did win the Singapore Grand Prix. I believe he did anyway. But we're not going to dwell on that. Verstappen just holding on. Fretty's not looking like he's gaining much time, but Nick isn't gaining much time to Fretty either. Goldie's just on a race on his own. Everyone having a bit of races on their own. But one thing that we can say is Carp Crew is losing bags of time per lap, and this could be him out of the top 10 by the end of the race, as he's lost over 1.5 seconds to Lord Elephant in the past lap. And I've just snapped my neck a bit. Ow, that hurt. Wesley's only 4/10 behind Carp Crew now. Carp Crew 95, best number is the number 95. He goes down the inside, does Wesley, and that looks like a dumb move even before the corner has started. And Short's little brother has picked up a 3-second time penalty. Carp Crew has just got past. He's just got passed by Wesley, and is down in P10 now. Mike Azafati is at 5 seconds behind in that that Red Bull Renault, as the field is even more starting to spread out. Short is still on the back of Philip Hodgson now, as we are reaching the hour mark of this stream. Short now coming towards turn 16, I do believe that is. Turn 16. I've now learnt the corners, as my Wikipedia layout has just zoomed in about 7 billion years. And I need to zoom that out. How do you do that? Why is it zoomed in so much? I do not know. But anyway, we're not going to dwell on that, as we got it back. We do have it back. But look at this. Short is right on the back of Philip. He's going to go down the outside. Short's little brother is going to make a move on Philip, but Philip has got the inside and has had a bit of a barge with Short's little brother there. And it just looks like he's just going to hold on for now for that P14 at the moment. He's just going to get the best run possible, as he's lost a bit of time through turn 7. Hopefully just not going to lose any grip on those tyres. Talking about tyres, let's have a look. Is everyone on the tyres that I think they are on? So tyre life may come into a factor in this Grand Prix, with Verstappen now losing so much pace on John Polainen and DeLuca, as Woomaloo gets past Composite. Woomaloo's gone down some positions actually. I'm not sure what happened to him. Oh, he's gone and pit. Woomaloo's gone and pit onto a set of Super Softs. How far is he behind? So really what he wants, so that is Wesley. Woomaloo is there. So he could most probably get up to P7. He is around 10 seconds, 10-15 seconds behind. But I believe he can on those new Super Softs. He's only be running them for 6 laps, so they will not get old whatsoever, but we're just going to have a look at his progress in the next few laps, as obviously these softs will be getting quite old and his super softs will only be reaching their prime. And what's happened to my thing? It's just zooming in for no reason. There you go, it's back. It's back to normal, lads. Don't you worry a bit. Everything now just calming down a bit. Let's have a look at championship standings. If this was to end up like this, so I'm just going to go on the F1 League Hub website, and I'm just going to look at the standings now, so then we can have an idea of what will happen if the standings do stay the same. So we go to 3B and we go into standings. So if DeLuca wins this race, he will go into the 300 points region. Is that more than Simsy's got at the moment? Oh yeah, no, he's ahead of Scooter at the moment on points. He's got 280 points, and that is him in P1 at the moment. That's not him, that is Woomaloo I'm spectating at the moment, with his very yellow helmet. But DeLuca at the moment will be going over the range of many a point. But look at that, Mike has a Fatty and Carb Crew. Carb Crew seem to gain some pace somehow, and is right on the back of Mike has a Fatty. It looks like his tyres were just starting to maybe go off, but now they're right back on pace. So Mike has a Fatty. May have made a mistake actually, but we'll just have to have a look as the race does progress. But Wesley, with 5 laps to go in this Grand Prix, we now see Wesley right on the back, and you can see how worn his tyres are. Right on the back of Lord Elephant 9000, braking now down into turn 12, and he will not get past him. But Woomaloo's caught up so much time. He's caught up 3 seconds in this lap. He can see points. That's P9 right there, and that is Lord Elephant and Wesley exchanging positions. Wesley has now gained positions on a Lord Elephant of a certain type, but everyone still seems to be spread out. But Nick, meanwhile, as Lord Elephant picks up a time penalty, is now within DRS range of Fretty, which will make them much closer as the race does progress, with 4 laps to go in this Grand Prix. John Polainen actually is closing up to DeLuca, 2.2 seconds in it. If one of them gets a penalty, say if DeLuca gets a penalty, say goodbye to any hopes for securing the championship today, as John Polainen will get, I believe, I'm not sure if it's, is he still in the league? Yes, he has. He's got 33 points at the moment, and he's got 1 win and 1 podium. I believe that podium is a win. So John Polainen will be wanting to get the 25 points tonight. He's 2.1 behind the race leader at the moment and closing. Look at that, he's closing so much. So over the line now, so let's have a look at their 2 lap times in the past laps. So DeLuca just gone and set himself a 1:36.0. John Polainen a 1:35.5. He's gaining 5/10 a lap to DeLuca. Wow, that could be exciting by lap 28 if he does keep increasing at the same amount each lap. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. So Nick now closing towards Fretty. He doesn't want P5, he wants P4 in this Grand Prix. And then what's the way to do that? By overtaking, as Jazzy picks up another 3-second time penalty. Nick only 1.0 seconds behind, so I don't think he will get DRS at this rate. I don't think he will, as his tyres are looking past their sell-by date, as he does go a bit wide there. But John Polainen hasn't been able to close like he did on the last lap. 2 seconds still behind DeLuca. Looks like DeLuca must have just had an off lap or something. But John Polainen, I can tell you right now, is pushing very hard. Under the 2 seconds now. It's 1.9. between the leader and second place. This could get very tasty. We've got 4 laps to go. Can he gain enough? His Short's little brother has just gone and overtaken Composite down into turn 1. Jumper line, and no! Any chances of the win for John Polainen have just been kicked out of the window unless DeLuca picks up another he needs to pick up another warning for John Polainen to do anything, but that is John Polainen. Any chances of a race win for him out of the window. Woomaloo now on his super softs has got past Mike Azafati down the straight. Calm Crew, sadly on his return to F1 League Hub, is now out of the points, but on penalties you never know. But it looks like that's the highest that Woomaloo will be able to reach, P9 in this Grand Prix. Lord Elephant just way too far ahead, so Woomaloo looks like P11, no not P11, P9 is the position he will lie at the end of this race. Composite in 13th at the moment, 9/10 behind Short's little brother, but he is increasing his Short's little brother. 18 runners still in this race. I'm actually quite impressed how clean everyone's been today, and I'm going to touch wood there because I don't want anyone literally dying in these final few laps. But this would be very spicy if DeLuca just went and picked up a penalty very quickly now, as Wesley does pick one up as I do say it, but DeLuca looks like he's got this in the bag unless he does pick up a time penalty. We see drivers going through Sector 1, Sector 2 and Sector 3. Let's have a look at the leader. He has lapped 3 people in this Grand Prix, coming up to his 4th now of Opiconum. As John Polainen loses the rear end a bit there. He's 1.9 seconds in it. It was temporarily 1.5, but he's let that slip a bit, as he will be able to benefit from the DRS of Opiconum. No, he will not actually. As first he picked up a 3-second time penalty, but he's gained so much time to Nick. He's gained 5 seconds. Nick's obviously had enough somewhere. And DeLuca's picked up a time penalty. DeLuca's picked up a time penalty. But oh no, this could be. Oh, DeLuca's going to win this by the smallest of margins. It looks like 1.5 seconds with 1.5 laps to go. John Polainen's going to have to push at a ridiculous pace here if he's going to get anywhere near the back of DeLuca. It's one thing closing up, another thing passing the driver in front of you. There is 1.4 seconds between the two leaders after 27 laps. This could be a 10th last lap if John Polainen can get in DRS range. He just needs a strong last sector, and then this could be it for the win for the Finn, I want to say, or is it Swede? Either Finn or Swede, one of the Scandinavian countries. I believe it's Swede or Finn. It is Finn. He is a Finn. But anyway, I don't believe it's going to be close enough unless DeLuca somehow bottles it. We rarely see him bottle anything, but it does look like John Polainen will come home in P2. Woomaloo picks up a time penalty, but he is 3 seconds clear of Mike Azafati. So there's a 1.6 second gap between P1 and P2. It doesn't look like it's closing that quick between John Polainen and DeLuca. Verstappen has just lost so much time. I will be interviewing him at this race. We've got yellows in Sector 3. Who's that for? We do not know. But it just does look like a bit too much of an ask for DeLuca. We've got more yellows in Sector 3. Who's that for? Is that for Philip? I don't even know who's that for. But oh no, it's Jazzy. I didn't see that, but Jazzy spun it on the second to last lap. But now we need to ride on board with DeLuca. Surely now, because Fretty's down in P4, surely it's got to be the win for DeLuca, and with that, almost the championship. He's got one hand on that championship now. He's got one hand to go, and that will be in the final 3 races of the year. Round 18 is coming to a close. DeLuca 1.4 seconds ahead of Short's little brother does get past Carb Crew for P11, but DeLuca will come round turn 19 now towards turn 20 for the first time. No, I'm not going to say that, but DeLuca will come home for P1 in this Grand Prix. A great race from him, and John Polino actually picked up 2 penalties, but DeLuca only picked up the 1, and DeLuca has won this Grand Prix and almost the title as well. Verstappen takes up a very good P3 in this Grand Prix. P4, a great comeback drive for Fretti. He takes P4. Nick, I don't know what happened to him. He must have got some front wing damage or something. But that's Goldie. Goldie's got past Nick on the final lap. Oh dear, there's been contact. There's been huge contact between them. Nick has lost. Oh dear, no. Wesley may get the jump on Nick if he's got too many time penalties. Goldie takes P5 for now. Nick takes P6. But will Wesley jump? No, he will not jump Nick. But that is a contact on the final lap of the Grand Prix. Lord Elephant takes P8. Woomaloo, a valiant effort from being crashed out. He will take home P9. P10 will go to My Cat is a fatty. Oh, Lord Elephant actually takes P9. Wimberley takes P8 on penalty short. Short Still Brother does take P11. Carp Crew takes P12 on his return. 18 lap old softs. Pretty good going. Composite takes P13 and P14. The final finisher will be Philip Hogston. Actually, no, there's one more finisher who still hasn't finished. It will be the Jazzy of Jazziness. He's finished a race, lads, but he has finished in last. That is F1 League Cup Season 3B, and that is it. That is the finish of it. That was a good Grand Prix, a lot of fights, and the Scotsman of DeLuca comes out on top. That's almost a championship with it as he lifts that trophy. He knows that Fretti can only beat him if he crashes in 2 of the 3 Grand Prix. So he's just got to keep it clean and the championship will be his. P2 was John Polino today and P3 was Verstappen RB33. So I'll just go through the standings now as I get some little rewards. 2,500 XP, thank you very much. DeLuca, only with the 1 penalty, he takes P1. P2 goes to John Polino on 2 penalties. P3 was Verstappen RB33. P4, after a valiant effort, was Fretti from P18 to P4. P5 was Goldie after that last lap collision. P6 was Nick. P7 was Wesley. P8 was Woomaloo. P9, Lord Elephant. P10, Mike Azafati. P11, Short Still Brother. P12, Carp Crew. P13, Composite. P14, Philip. P15, Oppiconan. P16, Dave Hardy. P17, Philip Tem. P18 is Jazzy. And P19, W. Veenstra. So that is the end of the US Grand Prix. I'll now invite the top 3, as usual, for a little podium interview. So I've now invited the top 3 to the party, all of them being in Season 3B, as we've now had a rule where Season 3A, I believe, winners of the Grand Prix are not being able to take part in Season B races. So we're now just going to wait for the people to join. That is Verstappen RB33 joining. We'll just wait to see if the others do join. Hopefully John Polino will join. There's John Polino joined. We'll just wait 1 minute, see if DeLuca does join. In the meantime, could you two just check in your party settings that on your voice is always on, always allow. DeLuca does join the party. Just make sure as well to put your voice on always allow before we start the podium interviews. I'll give you a second to do that.
Yeah, mine's fine.
Pardon? Cool. Alright
Yeah,
then.
mine's fine as well.
Lovely. Alright, so we will start with the race winner and almost clinching the title today, DeLuca 96. Well done on your win once again. It was closer than you probably would have wanted going into the final few laps with John Polainen closing at a rapid pace. But well done to you for getting P1. A pretty solid race for you, taking the pole and the win today. How was that race for you?
Yeah, I mean it was quite quiet in the end. I mean, John Lennon was probably quicker, but I knew he had extra penalty. So I was just trying to sort of manage that and not get too many penalties. I got one in the one of the last laps, but by then he was on 6 seconds anyway. So yeah, ended up being quite quiet in the end.
So yeah, look quite quiet for you. But one thing that I will have to ask. So with the qualifying, obviously it was changeable conditions. Did you feel like you had enough practice in the wet to get P1, or was it just a thing of I've had enough practice in the dry, and you knew the racing lines and everything, so you knew you're going to do well in the wet?
I'd done a few laps, but I was running a dry setup, so I wasn't sure. And then my pole lap ended up being a bit scruffy. I lost quite a bit of time in the last sector, but yeah, I only got it by what was it, 2 thousandths or something.
Two
So
hundredths
yeah,
it
it
was.
was
Yeah.
close in the end. But yeah,
So you
no,
are
it's fine.
yeah. So you are now, I believe, only about 10 points around that. I'm not sure exactly, but I'm gonna have a guess and around. No, I don't know. I don't really know, but it's not a lot of points off the championship. For season 3B. Do you think in these last three races, number one, do you like them, and number two, do you think you can come away with the championship?
Well, yeah, I think I can get the championship, but I really don't like Abu Dhabi. So I mean, I might not be able to race there. So I hopefully try get it done in the next two races. But you never know. I mean, I could always crash out like what happened last week with Ferretti. So we just need to wait and see, really.
Well, yeah, we'll have to wait till the next Tuesday for that. No, Wednesday even. I'm sorry, I'm thinking of myself. But anyway, um, well done for getting that P1 and almost securing the championship tonight. Thank you for doing the interview. And P2
Cheers.
tonight. Thank you for the interview. P2 tonight was John Polainen. You were closing a big rate today. You had a lot of good, interesting battles. How was that race for you?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun that race. Had some battles around P2 and P5, and yeah, I've had pretty good pace in the dry at least. The wet session was a bit awkward. I don't know, just got a lucky lap in for a high qualifying position, but most of the time I was locking up or throwing my rear around everywhere, so I was a bit lucky to start so high up. And at the start of the soft stint, when I got up to P2, Dalukas at the fastest lap of the race, so and it was like 4 seconds, 3, 4 seconds up the road. So at that point, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna just throw it into every corner and hope it sticks and see if I can catch up on track. Fuck penalties, and didn't quite catch up on track anyways, but it was a pretty fun stint. I don't think I've driven that aggressively over a stint ever. Locked up into every other corner with him.
Well, yeah,
Got to promote.
it was a very aggressive stint, and I could see that with the lap times, and you almost losing it through a few of the corners. But it was a very
Yeah.
good effort from you there. Was there any highlight moments in the race that you'd like to point out?
I had overtake on Wesley Van Rens, like through the SS section, or yeah, into that part of the track, sort of cut back into the,
Okay, I'm not sure
I
if I
don't know
caught
what
that.
turn it might be, maybe turn 9 or something.
Yeah,
It was pretty nice.
I'm not sure if I caught that or not, but hopefully I did. So then you could go have a look at that on stream as well. But
Feed my own ego a bit.
yeah, or if not, that is the second thing that you could do. But well done for you to get in P2. I believe that's your second podium of the season. Obviously, changing from 3A to 3B quite recently. So
Yeah.
well done to you for getting that P2. Thank you for the interview.
Yeah.
And third, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure if I have actually interviewed you before, but Verstappen RB33, welcome. I'm not sure if I have interviewed you or not, but well done on P3. It looked like a pretty intense race on your side. How was it for you?
Well, I did have a lot of pace in the quali in the wet. I didn't have too much practice in before. But I got a bad start in the race, and then just my super softs were overheating a lot, so I had to back off a little. Then I went for the undercut on lap 9, tried to get as much time as possible. But yeah, in the end, the Luca and jump were just too fast for me, and yeah, I just gotta say well done to them.
So,
And yeah,
yeah. So one thing that I did realise going through the final, I'd say 8 laps, was that you were really trailing off the pace. At one point you were P2, but jumper line did overtake you. Was that any front wing damage, or was it just a lack of pace?
it was just a lack of pace.
Lack of
So,
pace.
and
Yeah.
I also didn't try, like, I tried to get as less penalties as possible. It didn't end up finishing outside of the podium. So yeah.
Well, at least you got that podium and 15 points on the board. Well done to you for that P3. Was there any standout moments for you?
Not really. To be honest, it was quite a boring race. So for me,
Well, at least you got that podium tonight. Well done to
yeah.
you. Well done to the top
Thank
3
you.
and well done to the whole grid. We actually had 18 finishes tonight. Did have quite a few knocks and shoves around, but a good race all around. Thank you for watching F1 League Hub Season 3B, and goodbye.